All right, so let's do this. The first thing you're going to do is open up Excel. Then we need to resize these cells a little bit. So we're going to select the whole sheet and make the cells a little taller. I'm going to go right in between 1 and 2. So to select the whole sheet, I clicked right on this triangle right here. Then between 1 and 2, click and drag down. I'm going to like triple it about to, let's say 46. Okay. Then we also want to resize the columns. Let's click in between A and B. You can see my cursor change. That's the symbol you're looking for. Right on the line, drag it over a little bit. Okay, so we've got those resized. That's a good place to start. Then we need to, in A1, let's just pretend my teacher desk is at the front of the room. I'm going to type teacher desk right here. I like for things to be centered in the cell, right in the middle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set it for the whole sheet. You could set it for just this cell, center, middle, or middle center. But you can do it for the whole sheet as well. You can change the alignment. So you have choices here of top, middle, bottom, right, center, left. So I'm going to do middle centered. Okay. Then let's put a line around where it says teacher desk in A1. Right here we have a bottom border. Let's select the down arrow right here and go to all borders. So there's our teacher desk. You can see the border around it. So let's add some student desks. Let's say that one's right here. So it remembered that all borders was the last thing we chose. So now we don't need to use the arrow. We can just click it and it'll add all borders. So we'll put another student desk right here. Click it. Another student desk at the border. Another student desk at the border. And then let's say that I have some more over here. I want to also show you E3. If I click on that, and I'm going to add desks at the same intervals as I did over here. So click in E3. If you press and hold Command, then you can just click on each part, each cell that you want to add borders to. I press and hold Command the whole time. So from E3, press and hold Command, holding Command, clicking, and then I can let go of Command and then click on all borders. It adds them to all of them. Okay. If I want to move the cells, I can just select all of them and then put my cursor anywhere on the green line that surrounds the whole thing. I get this little Mickey Mouse hand and I can drag it over a little bit if I need to. Let's pretend I have some adjacent cells that are right next to each other. I have a group of 4 right here, desks. Select the borders. Another group of 4 right here, select borders. Okay. So let's pretend that those are all of our desks. We're just about done with our template. Let's change a couple more things real quick. Our page layout, I think this is more landscape than portrait, so I'm going to go ahead and change that on mine. Yours might be different. I'm also on page setup right here. Click that. And underneath scaling, you're going to fit to 1 page wide by 1 page tall. Click OK. Otherwise, these might show up on another page, and we want everything we type in to get smooshed onto one page when we print it to PDF. So that's what that'll do in page setup. Then let's go to the View tab and go to Page Layout. Now we have a little header area. So I'll type period 1 dash BIM, enter Mrs. Porter. Okay, click outside it to get out of it. All right, now we've got a good template to start with. And we can now make copies of the template. So you're not going to do all of that every time. You're just going to type names from here on out and change your header. So for sheet 1, I'm going to right click or 2-finger click on sheet 1 at the bottom and select rename. We're going to name it template. Enter. Okay, that's our template. We're going to right click or 2-finger click again. Now we move or copy. We're going to make a copy of this sheet. So we will move to end, create a copy, click OK. All right, now we've got template 2 right here that we are going to rename to period 1. Enter. So we type in a student name, another student name. Okay, and let's pretend we've done the whole thing. So we can come back to our template, which is blank, right click on it, move or copy again. Again, we move to end and create a copy of our template. Click OK. Here's a brand new template 2. We're going to rename this one as well. Period 2. Enter. Now we type in more names. Student name again, name again, name again, name again. And we pretend all of them are done. Okay. Now we come back to the template. Move or copy. You're getting the hang of this, I think. Move to end, create a copy again, click OK. We've got another copy. We rename this one period 3, enter, and we name some students in here. Okay. Now let's pretend we've got all our names done. Let's go through and make sure that what is up here is correct. So I have period 1 BIM, I have a period 2 BIM, I have a period 3 Money Matters, for example. Okay, so now we have period 1 BIM with names, period 2 BIM with names, period 3 BIM with names. So you keep making copies of your template, moving them to the end, adding the names for each of your classes, and changing the header. That's all you got to do. So now we are done. We're going to pretend we have all 6 of our classes. I think you get the idea after 3. So after you do all of them, you're going to delete your template. So you can right click on the template and delete if you never want to use it again. If you want to keep this and use it again, yeah, sure, you could come back in and just change the names in future years. Just click in a cell and hit delete to get rid of it. Or you can select a range of cells and right click in it and do clear contents. That'll take out all the names. So if I right click on this and clear contents, it's going to clear what's in the cell without deleting the cell. So I still have the border there. So that's an option in the future. If you want to reuse this, you can clear the names like that and keep all your periods, or you can keep the template. I'll right click on it, and instead of deleting it, I could move or copy it. But this time, instead of putting it in book 7 where I am now, I can create a new book with it. I'm not going to make a copy because I'm moving it. Click OK. So it disappeared from the one we were working in, and it made itself a whole new book. So I was in book 7 before, now I'm in book 8, and all that's here is the template. And then I can save this separately, that it's my seating chart template for every brand new year, and I'll just go through copying it every year, however you want to do it. Or you can just delete the template like I showed you by right-clicking on it and deleting it, if you want to just get rid of it and have done with it. Okay. So we have our period 1, 2, and 3. It all fits on one page. Everything is filled in for all 6 classes. Then we come up to File, Print. Okay. From here, it might look like this for you when you click Print. So you do need to click Show Details right here. When you do, you can change Print Active Sheets to Entire Workbook. So it'll print all 6 of your classes. So we'll do Entire Workbook. This is scaling is already done. You can change the margins if you want. I have it on normal right now. If I go to narrow, it made it a little bit bigger. Watch what happens when I go back to normal. It'll squeeze it a little bit. Normal. There. So, I mean, it's really up to you that normal margins or if you want to change the margins or not. Okay. So make sure you've selected entire workbook. Then we do PDF, save as a PDF. Okay. Put it somewhere you know where it's going to be. We will do Porter Seating Fall 2021. Okay, to my desktop. All right, save. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and minimize this and show you where it went. Here it is on my desktop. When I open it, you can see that I have all of the 3 that I created. Of course, you'll have 6, but here's page 1, period 1. Here's the other one that I did for period 2. Here's the one for period 3 with all the names and the places that we put them. Okay, so, and that's your PDF, and that's what you're going to send in an email for your seating charts.